You're watching EDS TV. The driver claims she dropped her cupcake and reached down for it, totaling her car. I hope the cupcake didn't land frosting side down. I hate it when that happens. The other driver had a stop sign. He claimed he couldn't see the camera over the snow. The camera stopped to help and pulled him out. The driver tried passing the camera during abysmal conditions, meaning freezing rain, and clearly paid the price for it. The driver happened to be okay. With that snowy and icy road, there's no way you could stop or swerve in time. The other driver tried to claim that this was the camera's fault. Thanks to dashcam footage, the claims process was easy. The burgundy Honda is a moron, following the red Kia too closely to be able to stop and swerved out of a lane blindly. An excellent example of why leaving enough space is important.
Stearns grew up outside of Chicago, not a drop of salt water in sight, but he remembers he was 5 or 6 when he first encountered.
So quick, so satisfying, so karmic. Bonus: one less lousy driver on the road for a few days. Not a bad deal if you ask me. This is exactly why I am never nice. I call it saving idiots from themselves, and also a random person minding their own business driving down the road.
No, I'm not going to take a number.
Do you want money?
Actually, don't lock the back door.
Okay. I'll leave the back. Holy! Oh my god, he did it!
Despite the close call, I'm mostly curious about the conversation before all that. Something about paying someone and not locking the back door definitely piqued my interest. Understeer, panic brake, curb. The tire pressure must have been slightly off, otherwise they would have expertly taken that corner. Bye-bye wheel bearings, tie rods, and CV axles.
Your car's charged. How long does it take to fully charge? Yeah, like a half an hour. Well, you don't want to.
At this point, the camera just might as well preemptively beep when the light turns green now. The Jeep driver totaled 2 cars while speeding and then fled the scene. Officers located the driver and sent him a court summons. I always throw my hazards on when it's a dead stop in my lane like that. It gives some extra notification. I know it's not foolproof, but yikes. I hope they walked away from this accident.
But I love you, and we'll see you at home.
Okay. Oh my.
That driver thought that merely signaling would somehow change him into the next lane without having to actually do the turning part. The driver got out of her vehicle to check on the camera. She apologized and gave the camera all her information. It was a quick and respectful exchange. She said something about along the lines of the truck in front of her blocking her vision. A few of these guys were flying down the HOV lane and the Tesla tries to overtake the Honda, but probably didn't know it's not a lane that he's trying to overtake in. Forget the double yellow. That guy must have had a death wish to engage in an overtake when they could clearly see the oncoming car. The driver was looking right at the back of the camera's car when she decided to smack into it. Never apologized or anything, and then wants the camera to trust her to pay him and not go through insurance. The camera definitely filed a claim.
Dad. Dad. Yeah.
I see that all the time where I live. It's nuts. When the light turns green, you really need to pause and make sure that nobody's coming. It's a sad world we live in.
With short black hair, he climbed out of the minivan. He appeared to be in his 30s, and Court thought there was something slightly familiar about him. Slowly, he held the camera out for Hightower. Boss? Zach noted the tone of his subordinate. Wait one, Rooster. Zach took the camera and handed the phone off to Court to hold. Court said, the red minibus is just in front of it. One of the guys who got out. White shirt. No weapon visible. What about him? Zach said as he looked for the person Court indicated. Court did not answer, and Zach spent 10 seconds or so checking him out. The rain picked up a little more, and the tree began to sway more aggressive.
If I had to guess, the driver was 100% intoxicated on something. He kept changing speeds drastically and couldn't stay in their own lane way before they even hit the camera. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing because it really helps me. If you'd like me to feature one of your clips, please email it to originalddsTV2@gmail.com.